You're going to want to keep this and take as many notes as possible. Okay. So Greg and I are running this little deal for everybody that's inside our community through the end of May. There's some of you that's already inside of our coaching programs. That's awesome. And there's some of you that's not. So what I want to share with you guys is a little sneak peek of exactly what we're cooking up behind the scenes. So I want you guys to check this out. I want you guys to check this out. This is what we're cooking up behind the scenes. You see this right here? Huh? Yeah. So what this is this is going to be the next generation and wave of automotive business professionals. Accountability, how to close for all the money, most importantly, how to build your freaking brand so that way you don't have to live and die by the gate when you're selling cars. So if we'll just take a good little glimpse of this. So obviously you'd put your name here and there's some setups. Objective, sell 20 plus cars a month to earn $15,000 in commission in 1 month. Obviously this is going to be tailored to each individual. There's some of you going to be higher than this. There's some of you going to be lower than this. But check this out. Everything is broken down step by step, showing you exactly what you need to do, from time blocking to setting up your Facebook profile, doing likes to leads, how to tag your customers on social media so that way you can get referrals. And then this little cute little buttons down here is videos to show you exactly how to do everything. And then check this out. Accountability. Do you guys agree the more accountability that somebody has, the better results they get? Yeah, absolutely. Check this out. So for like a daily, like this is your daily deal that you do, I call it win. Because that's the goal. We're here to win. So if you click on this little deal, accountability check, 20 minutes of studying, is it yes or is it no? How many stories did you post on your Facebook page? How many cars sold? How many clients did you post? How many cars did you post on Marketplace? And then we track our wake up time, our morning routine. I go over how to actually use your social media to actually attract clients, and also your sleep time. Something that's most important here is, how do you feel about your performance today? So I wanted to give you guys a quick little sneak peek of what the future looks like for the automotive division here. And now it's time to get into the training. So for those of you that don't know, obviously I've been with Andy for several years, working with him. I sold cars for a few years, and I was able to make over 200 grand selling cars at a small dealership in a small town. And I hardly ever took lot ups, right? I stuttered. I wasn't the most gifted person. My accent was a lot worse than it is now, obviously, being from the South. But here's the cool thing. I had a relentless drive to learn and grow and develop because I did not want to be at the bottom. When I first reached out to Andy, I literally had $300, $306 in my bank account. For those of you that know my story, before when I got off the call with Andy, I'd maxed out a credit card for $1,000 and I spent my last $300 that I had in my checking account just to learn what he knew, because the YouTube wasn't doing enough for me. Yes, I was getting a lot of value, but I needed more. I needed more, and I believed he could get me there. And I'm glad I made that bet on myself. So I want you guys to write this down. So there's always commitments and everything, right? Would you guys agree there's commitments? Like the people that's most committed end up getting where they want to go. So these are the 8 commitments that I truly I want you to master. I want you to learn. So these 8 commitments is commitment number 1 is make the commitment to stretch yourself. Things are going to be hard. Things are going to come up. Stuff's not going to go your way. You're going to get kicked in the balls. That's why it's important to make this commitment to truly stretch yourself. And then number 2 is, I am totally committed to being responsible for my success selling cars, and I will not pass blame on anything. It's me. It's you. It's your responsibility. And I'll get you guys the recording of this afterwards also. Number 3 is I am committed to being flexible and having a growth mindset and not a fixed mindset. The people that you're around in the dealership, they're going to be negative, they're going to be out of shape, they're going to smoke, they're going to do a lot of crazy things. But this is when you have to be committed. You have to live and breathe with a growth mindset. If you truly want to earn the income that you could earn selling cars, which is multiple 6 figures. Number 4, I am committed to keeping my energy at a high at all times. All times. Not half the time, all the time. And you know who controls that? You. You control it. If you're ever feeling tired or sluggish, jump down in the floor and do 50 or 100 push-ups. That's going to raise your state and raise your frequency real fast. Okay? We control our energy at all times. There's going to be people around you that's energy drainers. There's going to be people around you that's talking negative. So you're going to have to guard your energy. Same thing we say, guard your mind. Guard your energy. You have to every single day. Number 5, I commit to understanding that old habits will not bring new results. There's so many people, man. There's so many people that literally, they want this new life, but they keep doing the same crap. They got them there, the old life, the life that they have now. So commit to that. Commit to understanding that old habits will not bring new results. And this is something too. What is this, number 6? I will commit to becoming one of the best salespeople in the country. Stop comparing yourself to the people that's in your dealership. It's not easy to win in car sales, guys, because most people suck. Most people are lazy. So if you think you're good compared to the people around you, no. You need to become great. You need to become great to the people that's in the entire country. That's called the standard, Isaac. That's the standard, bro. Not at your dealership. A key thing for me is when I was training with Andy and I was paying to go to all these seminars, doing all these courses, all these trainings, the one-on-ones. Guess what? I didn't compare myself to the people that's at my dealership. I wanted to be, instead of in a little pond, the big fish in a pond, I wanted to be the freaking shark in the ocean. And my paycheck reflected that. So you need to make that decision. I will commit to becoming one of the best salespeople in the entire country. Number 7, I commit to self-education and learning new skills daily so I can continue to better myself every single day. Training isn't something that we did. Training is something that we do. I commit to self-education and learning new skills daily so I can continue to get better every single day. Period. Those of you that's coached with me before, you know I'm like every day. Repetition is the mother of skill. And lucky number 8. I love this one. I commit to never being comfortable. I commit to never being comfortable. And I understand that everything that I want in life is on the other side of being uncomfortable. I was talking to somebody the other day, right? And I was thinking, I was like, dude, the secret to what got me to where I am in life right now is doing shit that I did not want to do. Yeah, I'm going to say it again. The things that got me to where I'm at right now is from doing the shit that I do not want to do. I don't want to wake up every single morning and get out of the bed and go freaking do push-ups or go to the gym or get in the cold plunge. I don't want to have to fill out all this stuff and tag and post my clients on social media because I know this is what it takes to become great in the automotive business, to build my own brand, so I'm not living and dying by the gate. Fall in love with doing things you do not want to do. And I'm not talking about drugs and partying. That's easy, bro. That's easy. I'm talking about the unsexy stuff that nobody wants to do. The hard work, putting in the time, putting in the energy, putting in the capital to invest in yourself. That's what I'm talking about. The more hard you can do as a man, I don't know, I'm not a woman, so I can't speak for one, right? But the more hard things you do as a man, the better and stronger that you are going to become. Period, point blank. That's a fact. So that's how I wanted to set the tone to this meeting. We're going to be doing these, like all you guys that's going to watch this call that's inside of our Discord, you guys are going to have access to these calls twice a week for the whole month of May. And then we're going to unreel our inner circle coaching for automotive specifically. And it's going to be fire. There's going to be massive accountability, and there's going to be massive wins that's going to come out of this group. So now, what are these calls for? Why do we do these? Obviously to educate. But one thing that I learned is there's so many people that truly they don't know how to start their day. They don't know. They don't know what to do from the time they get to the dealership to when they leave. A lot of people have their thumb up their butt, hoping and praying for the next up. I would hate to be that guy. I truly would hate to be that guy. Okay. So I want to share something with you guys. So let me see here. I'm gonna try to share my screen so that way you guys can see this. And I think if I go to my pictures, where are they at? All right, here we go. I'm going to share this. I want you guys to see this. I want you guys to see this. Oops. All right. Can you guys see this? Can you guys see what I'm presenting on the screen? It says Monday through Friday schedule. Yeah? Okay, cool. Check this out. This was my schedule that I wrote out, and I executed on it every single day. There was a quote that I heard one time. It said, plan your dive and dive your plan. And what that correlated to is these divers, right? They're underwater, they can't see, it's murky, but they have to stick to their plan or they could get lost, they could run out of oxygen, they could die. Like there's so many things that could go wrong. So plan your dive and dive your plan. What I mean by that is have a plan before you start your day. Know exactly what you're going to do before you even get to work the next day. You want to be a pro? You want to get paid like pros do? Okay. It's time to start planning our day, guys. It's time to start. I know some of you have already doing it. We've already had this conversation, but this is the pillar. This is the Zoom call that people are going to revert back to and go listen to and be like, dang, bro, that's what I've been missing. That's what I've been missing. And they're not even in the coaching program yet. But this is going to be the first step of them actually tasting what it's like to truly win. So let me go over this with you guys, okay? So you see Monday through Friday, okay? This is Monday through Friday. If you see at 5 a.m., that was the gym. That's not when I woke up. I was at the gym at 5 a.m. getting my stuff ready. I crushed it for an hour. 6 a.m. I showered at the gym. I got ready. I put my suit on. Yeah, you guys could go look at my Facebook if you haven't. Go click on my Facebook. Scroll all the way down and see your boy Jesse slinging cars like candy bars, likes to leads, customers everywhere. And you could tell that I was the pro. I was the pro. I dressed the part. I talked the part. I act the part. But more importantly, I had to become that person because I wasn't Mr. Slick Mouth can sell this cute stuff. And if you go and listen to it and you listen to me now, you're like, oh my God, who is that guy? He's dead. Okay? Repetition's a mother of skill. You're going to hear it from me over and over and over and over and over. So, you guys following along, you see this? Check it out. I would get ready and I would drive to work. I had a 45-minute drive, 35 to 45-minute drive to work every single day. So, at this point in time in my career, I was listening to some type of motivation, something to get me jacked up, something to get me fired up. But before this, I was literally consuming all of Andy's content, the branding and marketing course, the 100 to 400K, the closing negotiating. I was consuming all of these daily. I was brainwashing myself every single day, over and over and over and over and over again. And that's not talking about actually sitting down and writing and doing the training. I did that when I first woke up at 4 a.m. Thank the Lord, I live 2 minutes from the gym. And then guess what? The dealership, the sales department opens at 9 o'clock. I get there an hour early. And what does that say? It says inventory walk, post on my stories, and train. What does that mean? I get to the dealership. This is not in there, but I would have a stack of flashcards and I would have to read every single objection before I got out of my car to go walk the lot. As soon as I got out of my car, after I hit myself with all these objections on all these flashcards, I would go straight to the trade row because those are the freshest new pieces that we took in on trade the night or the day before. And that's what I would post on my story. And you're like, what do you mean, Jesse, post on your story? Okay, I grab my phone, I press play video, and I'm talking, what's up, guys? 2018 Silverado lifted up, low miles, came in last night. If you want information on this vehicle, text me. I'll get it all to you. Have a blessed day. Boom. Something that simple. Because it wasn't on the website. It wasn't on the website yet. But it was to my people, the audience that I had built over 3 years. And they get to see everything. And you know the deals you make the most money on? The ones that's not on the website. Just being real. Hey, the deals you make the most money on are not on the website. So who's getting to these trade-ins first? Who's it going to be? That's what I did. And then also while I'm walking around doing this stuff, I have an ear pod in my ear. And I'm listening to training while I'm doing all this. And when I'm filming, obviously the video didn't go through my ear. But after that, after I do my 5 stories, I'm training and I'm walking the lot over and over and over. And not just my lot. I had a couple lots that I could sell from that was in my little area. I was walking their lots too. Because if I didn't have something and I seen something that they did, I'm going to go get it. Next is 9 p.m. The dealership's open. The dealership's open, guys. I'm already sitting at my desk in my suit. FBMP. What does that mean? It means Facebook Marketplace. I'm on Facebook Marketplace. I'm either posting a car that's super hot and I need to get it out there fast, or I'm going through all my freaking leads that came in that I generated from Facebook Marketplace or Facebook alone. And then after I get done with that, I would work the new leads that came in through the internet. And then I'd immediately start to follow up with my hot people. I always had a list of hot prospects. Somebody that's looking for this. Somebody that said they're going to buy here. An appointment that I had. Always following up with hot prospects. And I'm not talking about, hey, are you ready to buy? No, dude, there's a methodical way where you can send people stuff that's motivational, something that reminds you of them. Maybe it's liking a picture of theirs on social media and your name pops up. There's so many ways to follow up. It's ridiculous. But most people, they're just like, hey, Jesse, just following up with you. Terrible. You sound like everybody else. They're never going to text you back. And the goal is the goal to be like everybody else or be different? Exactly. It's to be different. So at 10 o'clock, I would break my fast. I would eat. And then guess what? I had my phone in a little lunch table in the little lunchroom. I'd have my phone sitting down. I had my ear pods in. I'm eating my meal prep. And then I'm training again. I'm training again. I'm going to give you guys a cheat. I'm going to give you guys a little hack, a little cheat code. There's three things. There's three things that we do when we're selling cars. You know what these three things are? Number one is selling a car, right? That's number one. Number two is prospecting. That means calling, emailing, looking for a customer, walking the lot, not sitting on the lot, walking the lot. Or number three, training. Those are the only three things that we do when we sell cars at the dealership. We're not in the manager's office talking about the football game. We're not doing this. No. You're not grab assing. You guys know what I'm talking about. You see it on your floor every single day. No, sir. We're selling a car. We're looking for something to sell, calling, texting, emailing, videos, or we're training. That's it. That's a cheat code. If you guys just remember that thing and went and execute it, you all would make over 10 grand every single month. Period. And then after I get done eating, I used e-leads, and then I used a VIN solution. So I've used both of the CRMs. And in my VIN solution, I know we'd have these overdue tasks. So I would set tasks for myself, when to reach back out to people, what to send them, a video, and now start working on that. You're saying, Jesse, when are you on the lot, Jesse? Bro, my second year, I was never on the lot. I hated being on the lot because I had built a brand and people came to me asking for me to help them buy a car. That's a good life, guys. I'm telling you, it's out there. You can do it, but you got to put in the work. You have to put in the work, and there's an art behind it. And so many people start trying to build a brand and they quit because it's hard. It's not easy. But guess what? As you guys know, if it was easy, everybody would do it, right? Every single person. So after I would clean up my overdue tasks, if you see here at 12 p.m. to 7 p.m., selling or dialing. I'm either ripping appointments, going crazy, going ham, or if I don't have a customer, I'm on the phones finding one. All day long. It never stopped at 7. Sometimes I would get out at 7. Sometimes I left the dealership at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Depends. When you sell 4 cars in a day, it gets crazy. It's like you're just like, oh my God, what happened? Where am I at? Oh my gosh, 4 cars? Holy cow! Yes, good. But this is just the framework. So I want you guys to actually take a picture of this, copy it, and I want you to create your own schedule. I want you to create your own schedule. That's what I want you to do. And I want you to work on it and shape it every single day to make it yours, because you have to make it yours, period. You got to. And then at the end, when I got home, I'd post on Facebook Marketplace if I didn't do it, if I didn't have time to do it throughout the day, which most of the time I didn't because I was working, obviously. I would post my cars on Facebook Marketplace. And if you see, this schedule says Monday through Friday. Well, Jesse, what about Saturday? Sunday we were closed. We're in the Bible Belt. Randy don't know about that. Oh, so Saturdays I usually had 5 to 6 appointments every single Saturday. So all I did on Saturdays was work my appointments, clean up any of my tasks, and that would be the only day. If I didn't get a hat trick, I would be just walking the lot. That'd be the only day. And I'll be damned if anybody's going to get up while I'm out there. Period. No ways. So that's what my schedule looked like when I sold cars. So now I want to hit you guys with a few objections and just see like what you sound like, where you're at. So I'm gonna ask you guys to come off mute here in just a second. But did you guys get some value from that? Did that help you guys at all?
Absolutely.
Sweet. I love it. Well, Randy, since you're off mute, we'll just work our way down the line here. I wanna see what you say when I hit you with this objection. Are you ready?
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, and remember this. There's no ego here. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
You know how much it costs you Randy's probably going to crush this, but even if he messes up because he's on the spot and he's like, oh my God, because I was that guy. I was the guy that Andy put on stage to overcome an objection because I was hot shit, and I crumbled like a little freaking cookie because the pressure was on and I broke. And I knew the word track, but I had 500 people looking at me, looking up to me. Oh my God, that's Jesse Cloud. This was after I was selling for a few years. And I cracked, bro, and it pissed me off. It pissed me off. But you know what happened? It cost me zero money to mess up in front of everybody, and it pissed me off so much that I never messed up again. So I ended up making more money because I messed up in front of a bunch of people. So it costs you $0 if you mess up here. Okay? That's the cool thing about it. Nobody's going to judge you. I sucked really bad, okay? There's probably none of you on here that sucked worse than me at one point in time. Guaranteed. So this is where we grow. This is where we grow. So, Randy, hey brother, I appreciate you for showing me this car, but I just have a few more cars to look at, and then I'll get back to you.
Hey, totally get it, Jesse. Out of curiosity, right? I imagine, are these cars similar to what we're looking at or completely different to what we drove?
They're similar.
Fantastic. So it looks like you know what you're looking for. It just really kind of depends on if the deal is right, right? I'd love to show you a couple proposals just so when you do go home, we can think about it and we can pick up once you are ready. Is that fair?
That's fair, bro. Oh my gosh, I love it, Randy. I'm so glad you've been training, bro. You freaking savage. I love it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I want to hit another. Hey, Randy, I like the truck, man, but the miles are just a little bit too high.
I totally understand, Jesse. Here's the great news about this specific truck. It's actually part of our equity program. So what that means is you can easily find another truck that has less miles, but is going to cost more money. Now, if we take our truck and this other truck, in 3 years, they're both going to have over 100,000 miles. They're both going to be worth the same. But which one would you be upside down on? The one with less miles or the one with more miles? Probably the one with less miles. So what that means, Jesse, is since you're buying the same truck, why don't we get you into equity way quicker, way less depreciation at a lower monthly payment? And quick question, did you want your first payment to be on the first, the middle, or the last of the month?
Oh, you savage. I love it. Hey, dude, hey, we're not buying anything today. We're just looking after I test drive a car. Hey, we're not buying anything today. We're just looking after the test drive.
Hey, totally understand, Jesse. Here's the great news about it. Especially in today's age, everyone kind of researches the car and makes sure that this is kind of what they like. I imagine that you'd probably be looking for a vehicle for a while now, right?
Yep.
Fantastic. So that being said, let me at least give you a proposal so you can guys have something to think about, and then we can revisit this when you guys are ready.
Sound fair?
Awesome. Just follow me inside, and I'll get some information.
Can you guys tell Randy's been training a little bit? Hey, Randy's crazy. You guys better watch out for Randy. If I told Randy to jump off a building without a parachute, he would do it. And
All right,
that's what it takes to be great. I didn't know he was this good at objections. I just told him what to do. I didn't sit down and babied him. I said, this is what you need to do. And bam, he's executed it every single time. So good job, bro. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, boss.
Yep. Isaac, come on, Big Daddy. It's your turn. All right, Isaac. It's time to grow, bro. I love you. We're going to grow. We're going to push you. And this is how we're going to get you to. You said you wanted to move to Arizona, right?
The change thing where it goes.
Yeah. You want to make 10 grand a month.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Okay, go in that room so that way you can hear me and like we can hear you good.
I can hear you.
Hey Isaac, we're not. This is after the test drive. Hey Isaac, we're not going to buy anything today. We're just looking.
All right, I completely understand that, but what's making you hesitate to where you don't want to buy today? Is it the car or me myself?
Well, I don't think it's the car or you. We're just really looking around today. We're going to go look at a few different dealerships.
What other things are you going to be looking at?
Good. Check this out, Isaac. What you're saying, that's what you was taught to say. That's it. It's not that you're bad. That's just what everybody else says. So if somebody's like, hey, Jesse, like, we're not buying anything today, we're just looking. After I went on a test drive with him, oh, hell no. hey, I understand, Isaac. Everybody has to start somewhere. First, you start with looking, and then you find something that you like. And Isaac, once you find something that you like, it's extremely important to find someone who's going to make you that amazing deal. Hey, guys, that's me. So it's not a matter of if you buy, it's when you buy. And when you buy is when the deal is right. Am I right?
Right.
So let me show you a quick 5-minute proposal. I guarantee you can't say no to. Follow me inside. This is about to blow you away. Boom. Get them inside. Get them inside. Get them inside. Some of my biggest deals. They told me that they weren't buying today. They told me they were just looking. They told me they wanted to go look at a few more cars. If I didn't get them inside and present to them, there's no chance I could close them. And you're not going to close every single one of them when you get them inside. But you know what you're going to do? You're going to give yourself more opportunities to close. You're going to give yourself an opportunity if you have a decent manager that can close, which is rare, but there's some good ones out there. There's an opportunity for a TO. Sometimes all it takes is a new face. So that's good, bro. We got work to do. Hey, Isaac, we're out on the lot, but I like the car, but I haven't even been inside yet. We're on the lot, and you asked me to buy. And hey, I just really need to think about it.
Of course you need to think about it. But why don't you just come inside with me? I'll get you a 5-minute proposal so you can actually have something to think about when you go home tonight. Does that sound fair with you?
Bam! He has something to say. He knows that one. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Good deal. Okay. Now, let's do what's a good one here. So right now, would you guys agree, like, everybody's freaking chopping their freaking prices, going to the bottom because the freaking used cars are going crazy. And anyways, there's a lot of people that's wanting to look at other cars other than just yours. So Isaac, this is what my objection is. Hey, I appreciate you. I just have a few more cars to look at before I end up buying one.
I completely understand you want to look at a couple more cars, but it's not a matter of where you're going to buy, it's when you're going to buy. When you're going to buy is when the deal is right?
Yeah.
So why don't you just give me the chance to actually give you a 5-minute proposal to see if the deal will be right for you? Does that sound fair with you?
Hey, follow me inside. Turn around and start walking. Bam. Hey, Jesse, I got a few more cars that I want to go look at. Hey, I understand. Let's say you already went out and checked out those other few vehicles, and mine, this 2018 Silverado, was the last one you were looking at. After seeing all the vehicles, Isaac, um, what would be the deciding factor in which vehicle you'd purchase at the end? Would it be the car itself, regardless of the deal, or would it be the car that you got the best deal on? Which one?
The car I got the best deal on.
Okay, so here's the deal. You're exactly right. So it's not a matter of if you buy, it's when. And when you buy is when the deal is right. Am I right?
Right.
Awesome. Follow me inside. Bam! You can say it so many different ways. And once you start I think I said like 3 different word tracks right there. Because I was like intertwining them. They're in my brains. They're engraved. So that was good, bro. Great freaking job. We got work to do. And this is how we have to look at ourselves. We're a bucket. This cup is all of my skills, okay? Actually, this cup is my money. All of my money's in this cup. And every time we don't know an objection or we don't know our job better than anybody, there's holes in our bucket and it's just leaking cash, bro. It's leaking it. But it's our job to patch these holes so that way we don't lose anything and we keep the dough. Does that make sense? So we got to find ways to kick our own butt every single day. And this is one of them. So I appreciate you, bro. Stefano, talk to me, dude. What up?
What up, what up, what up, what up?
Let's go. Hey, how long have you been selling cars?
This is my 3rd month now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good. So, this is great. Because imagine if Isaac and Randy could have got hold of something like this their first couple months in, it's dangerous. So, we're on the lot. You show me the car and I'm just like, hey, Stefano, I just need to think about it. I haven't been inside yet.
Awesome. But like we've done the test drive, or you're just like looking at it?
We did the test drive. We get out. I didn't come inside, and I get out of the car like, hey man, like I just need to think about it.
Awesome, man. Yeah, Jesse, I totally get that. To be honest, I don't feel like I've given you enough information really not to think about this vehicle. So what I'd love to do is if you follow me inside, I'll give you a quick 5-minute proposal. We can go over all the facts and figures and numbers, the whole enchilada, so that when you go home later, you got something to think about. Come on, let's go.
Let's go. I love it. I love it. I love it. Same thing. We just get out of the test drive, and I hit you with, hey, we're not going to buy anything today. We're just going to be looking around today.
Hey, I totally get that, man. We're living in the world of 2025 where everything is transparent, everything's digital right now, so you're able to look at pretty much any car at any location at any given time. Is there something that you thought of, or is there something out there that you hadn't seen yet, or is there something about this vehicle that didn't turn over for you? Help me out. Where are you at with all this?
Okay, good. There's good, there's great, and there's unstoppable. The questions that we ask, we want to know the answers to them. We want to already know. This right here is literally almost the same thing as I need to think about it. It's just having something quick to say and getting into the dealership. So earlier, I think I said, yeah, hey, I completely understand. Everybody has to start somewhere, right? First, you start with looking, and then you find something that you like. And once you find something that you like, it's time to find somebody who's going to give you that amazing deal. Guys, that's me. So it's not a matter of if you buy, it's when. And when you buy is when the deal is right. Am I right? Awesome. Follow me inside. Just having something to say, bro. Just having something to say. Because ideally, they're not going to test drive a car if you ask the right questions on the test drive if they didn't like it, right? Because you're going to be trial closing them. You're going to be doing all this stuff.
Mhm.
So, yeah, that's good, man. Another one. What did we oh, here's a good one. So you're going to be on the lot and somebody's going to ask you, hey, what's the price on that? What's the price on that? Hey, I ain't driving this. I just want to know the price. So what would you say if I'm on the lot looking at a car, you walk up on me, and the first thing that I say is, hey, man, what's the price?
Price is on the window. No, I'm just kidding.
Is your price
to
is
be,
on the window?
Yeah, to be honest, man, so at my company, my employer, we have everything listed. Like it's all transparent, it's all haggle-free pricing. So we'll have to worry about negotiating any back and forth. So I have zero training on any of that word track.
Okay, cool. What if you find somebody in the back? You find somebody in the back looking at the trade-ins, and the trade-ins, the fresh trade-ins, that's where all the dough is made. And you walk in back there and you see somebody like, hey, what's the price on this?
So my employer, the way we operate, all of our trade-ins go straight to auction. We don't actually sell any of the trade-ins.
Dang, really? Even if it's like a nice piece, like a nice 20,000 mile brand new?
Yeah, we just straight up like send off to auction.
Crazy. So this is something you have to get. I need to know what I'm getting for my trade-in before I do anything.
Yeah, so not a problem, man. Everybody wants to have a good insight on what they're going to be getting. So here at Blank, we actually go by Kelly Blue Book standards, so that way we don't have to worry about the back and forth negotiations that you get a lot of dealerships. We don't white glove everything. We're just going to base it regularly on your VIN number, your odometer, and of course, if there's anything that's extremely out of place on the vehicle.
Take me home. Let's go.
So let me go ahead. Let me grab the keys from your car. I'll run out here and I'll get that VIN number and we'll get some digits lined up for you.
Bam! Let's go. Good freaking job, bro. I'm proud of you. I don't see anybody else on here. I mean, we got like 12 people with their Zoom cameras off, so I guess they're being little weenies unless somebody wants to come. Oh, Jeff is
There
here.
we go.
Jeff is in the house.
What up? What up?
I've been waiting on you.
Yeah, man, I'm here.
Let's go, Jeff. Hey, I'm on the phone. Hey, Jeff, I need to know what I'm getting for my trade-in before I do anything.
No problem, Mr. Customer. So what we do here is a little different. What we'll do is we're known to have damn, I mess up only because I'm sitting in front of you. Okay, so no problem, Mr. Customer. What we'll do is we'll take your vehicle and we'll take it and we'll have my appraiser look at it. We'll go on a quick test drive. This way we can have the vehicle that you want to purchase, the best price on that, and we'll give you the highest amount possible for your trade-in. Follow me inside and have a seat right here in the car and take them on a test drive.
Okay, I'm on the phone. Jeff, hey, I'm just curious. Like, I need to know what I'm gonna get for my trade-in before I come down there.
Oh, no problem, Mr. Customer. What we do is we have what we call independent buyers, independent car buyers. What they do is they travel all across the country and they'll basically look at vehicles and not only use our immediate area, but use the entire state of New Jersey. So what we do is we have somebody scheduled to come in this week. They'll be here on Monday or Tuesday. What day would be best for you to come in? We can appraise your vehicle and get you top dollar for your car.
Let's go. Okay, had something tattooed on his heart. Good. Hey, Jeff, like we've been here for 2 hours, man. It's getting late. We'll just come back tomorrow, man.
I totally understand, Mr. Customer, but we're 99% of the way there. Let me show you how fast we can get that 1% done.
Let's go, man. Hey, I appreciate you showing me the numbers, and it all looks great, but I'm just gonna have to get back with you.
I totally understand, Mr. Customer. So I've been doing this a long time. Normally, when someone says that they need to think about it, there's something wrong. It's normally either one or two things. One is either the car, and I don't think it's the car because you absolutely love the car, right?
Yeah.
So that leads me to believe there's something on this piece of paper. So let me ask you, what's the one thing that's preventing you from moving forward? Is it the down payment or would it be the monthly payment?
Bam! Let's go. Jeff, how long you been training with me?
I don't know, 6 months or so.
I feel like it's been 6 years, bro.
I know. I feel like it's been a long time. We've been through a lot, but I told you the last time we had this conversation what my goals were, and I told you that I only depend on me, so I have to know or learn these tracks. And I know I have a lot more work to do, and it is taking a little bit more time because I'm a little, I'm kind of set in my ways. I'm kind of, I'm a little older, so I do stuff kind of old school. So I have to rethink and untrain myself with the stuff that I learned to use the new stuff that seems, and it works. So, and I give you mad props because the information that you shared so far, when I sit and study it and read it over and over and over and over and over again, it works.
Let's
Dude, he's ripping, dude. I was sitting here, I was like, damn. I was like, he's dropping some heat right now. I love that.
Jeff, hey, listen, Jeff, I'm not buying yet. This is my first stop.
I totally understand, Mr. Customer. Let me ask you this: when let's pretend that you saw all the other vehicles that you were looking at. I know you said you were looking at this vehicle and that vehicle, but what is the deciding factor to determine which vehicle you're going to purchase? Is the vehicle, regardless of the price, regardless of the deal, or is it the vehicle that the dealer is willing to give you the best deal on?
There we go. We know what we can work on. Hey, I'm not
Okay, no problem. I totally understand, Mr. Customer. So it doesn't sound like it sounds like it's not a matter of if you're going to buy, but when you're going to buy. And when you're going to buy is when the deal's right, right?
Yep. Check this out.
Why
Hey,
don't you allow me the opportunity to save you some time and money?
that's right. Check this out. Hey, I completely understand. Let me share with you this. A few years ago, customers used to have to visit a minimum of like 3 or 4 different dealerships before they even purchased a vehicle. Today's statistics here in 2025, due to all the internet and all the technology and the research that's available on the marketplace, customers only have to visit one store before purchasing. So it's not a matter of if you buy, but when, and when you buy is when the deal is right. Am I right? Exactly. So let me show you a quick 5-minute proposal. I guarantee you can't say no to, and then the end is completely your decision. Is that fair?
That's fair. Let's go.
Sharpening. This is the edge. This right here, what we're doing, this is the freaking edge to get everything you want in your life. And it's mastering your mouthpiece. So that's all that I have for you guys today. This is going to be freaking fire. For those of you that maybe joined the call later, watching the recording, we're going to be running these Monday. I'm going to be doing these Tuesday, and Greg's going to be running the call on Thursday through the end of the month. If you didn't check out, we're having an entire new launch for the Automotive to actually have like massive amounts of accountability and watching you and showing you how to build your brand, and then doing these calls so that way you stay sharp and you're not wasting money saying the wrong things to the customer. You're just putting a little sweat equity and some time in to sharpen your words. So that way, when you are on the lot, you are at the desk, we're collecting all the dough. So I appreciate you guys. I'll open it up to some Q&A right now, and then we'll just continue on with our night. I know that some of you it's 9 o'clock, so I appreciate you guys for being here. So I'll open it up to Q&A if you guys got anything.
So
I got
Jesse, I
some.
got one.
Okay,
Jeff first.
Jeff and then Randy.
So I have the last couple of customers I had. You have a tendency to say the word tracks, but they've been negotiating car deals so long that they've bought, let's say they bought 30 or 40 cars, and they say, I know you can do better. Or they'll say, I know, but the last time I bought the car, you start off at like $100 more in the payment, and then you're able to reduce the car $100 a month in the payment based off the fact that the dealer is ready to whore out the car. They're ready to drop all the money, to basically whore out the deal. So when a customer's like, I know you can do better, that's all they'll say because that's kind of what they've always said.
Mhm.
How do you handle that situation?
Yeah, I completely understand, Jeff. Let me ask you this: when's the last time you bought a vehicle?
2 years ago.
Okay, so wouldn't you agree in the last 2 years, times have changed, people's changed? Jeff, ever since COVID, like the way of doing business has completely changed. So if you've noticed, if you've shopped online, which obviously you bought several cars, so I'm sure you have, you notice the cars, similar cars are not priced thousands and thousands of dollars difference for the same make and model. It's a race to the bottom now. So 2 years ago, absolutely, I could shave probably 150 off. So, yeah, I absolutely could. But in today's time, like there's nothing that I could shave. So I apologize if I've offended you in any way. But Jeff, have I offended you in any way by giving you my best price up front?
No, but I know you can do better. You do
Absolutely.
300 a month?
So check this out. You're going to get those customers, but you're just going to have to hold your ground. Whether it's you grabbing the pencil, going and standing in the manager's office, and just sitting there and twiddling your thumbs for about 5 minutes, and then walking back out and presenting the numbers and going all in, or maybe shaving the couple $100 just to feel like they're winning. You're going to get those deals. But here's the beauty. It was extremely rare for me to get those deals because I generated all my leads. Everybody.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Everybody
I understand.
everybody signed up on the first pencil. But those old car dogs that's old guys and they're just in their overalls and they come in, they want a good deal, or if they're Asian or something, they're going to jew you for everything that they got. But imagine when you create a brand and you start to generate your own leads. You don't have to deal with those kinds of people anymore because they already know, like, and trust you from social media, from Facebook, because they've seen you with hundreds of other people and probably their friends have bought cars from you. That's the missing piece, bro. That's the missing boat. That right there, that's called heaven on earth. Come into the dealership when you want, leaving when you want, as long as you're selling 20 plus cars a month, they ain't gonna say shit to you. They ain't gonna say nothing. Because you know what? When you leave, as long as you're within the hour radius of that dealership, all those clients that you friended on Facebook, they're right there with you. And they know, like, and trust you. So they're going to follow you wherever you go. But it's your job to educate your audience, which is your Facebook, Instagram, on your story, where you're at, what you're doing, sharing personal things, your life, not just cars. So that's something that we've really built out in, like, the inner circle that we're fixing to release, is like really, really, really focusing on building your brands and like holding your hands and showing you exactly how to post, how to tag, how to do likes to leads, and do the same exact shit that I did to help me sell 15 to 20 cars a month just from Facebook and referrals. And then every now and then I would get the dealership leads, and we would have this thing called Dealer Rater. And every customer that came in, they filled out a Dealer Rater review for me before they left and on my Facebook page, which I'm going into that deep too training inside of the inner circle. But dude, there would be people that the receptionist would page in, hey, this guy's calling for you. Hello, this is Jesse. Hope you're having the best day of your life. Who I have the pleasure of speaking with. Hey, Jesse, this is John. John, how did you hear about us? Well, I seen your reviews on Dealer Rater, and I wanted to deal with a professional. Bro, he signed up on the phone and bought a brand new Tahoe for full pop because he didn't want to deal. He didn't want to deal with the average person, and he paid the full price. And I didn't even see the guy till he came and picked it up. There's a way to make all of your lives easier, but you're going to have to go through hell to get there. And that's going to be building your brand and doing shit you don't want to do every single day. So, hope that helps. Randy, what you got, bro?
Hey, Jesse, so one thing I've noticed, and just putting it out there, I understand different brands bring different demographics. I sell Kias, and one thing I've noticed with Kia is that it used to be bottom of the barrel. Now we're coming up. We're focused a lot on volume. Mm-hmm. So the difference between invoice and MSRP sometimes it's like $900, $700. So if it's an MSRP deal, after pack, we're already in the red. So I gotta sell addendum, right? Like that's just the way to make gross. That being said, how can I'm going to take a different direction when I say this. How can I organize myself more? Because I time block and I put my hot leads, but I'll focus so much on like one or two deals that are ready to buy today. I forget like the third guy or the fourth guy. And I'll end the day in a car, maybe a car and a half, but it could have been a 2.5 day, maybe a hat trick day. How do you organize those prospects, right?
Well, number one, if you have hot deals and you're working them, good. That's what you want to do. You always want to be working them, right? Mm-hmm. But when you work them, how can we get them in the dealership? Because they ain't going to buy shit if they're not in the dealership. So how can we get those people in the dealership faster? Mm-hmm. And if we have to put the other people on the back burner, hey, we're only one person. You don't have an assistant yet. We ain't made it there. Not yet. You know?
All right.
So as long as you're doing that and you're actively trying to get them in there, maybe shoot those people a text or a voicemail. But here's the deal. They're going to see that you're booked and busy. People are wanting to do business with you. So it's not bad. It's not bad. But how can you get a hold of them? Could you text them? What kind of hot was they? Can you set up an appointment? Mm-hmm. Can you call them and be like, hey, can you come in tomorrow? I'm actually jam-packed and jelly tight today. Can I squeeze you in tomorrow? Or would this weekend work? Creative. The main goal is getting them to the dealership in front of you. And all of you, you need to be saying this. You operate by appointment base. Right now I'm working with a guy. He's been selling cars for 50 years, 45 years, literally. And his problem is he's like, yeah, come see me at the dealership. Come see me at the dealership. And guess what? He'll have three appointments, and he'll have two walk-ins that come in. And he has to turn them. Because his entire life he's told people, come see me at the dealership. Come see me at the dealership. I told him that I operate from appointments and they need to book an appointment with me so I can make sure I'm available to serve them unless they wanted to deal with somebody else. And they always booked an appointment every single time. So build your book of business off of appointments. And you'll thank yourself when you're not having to split deals with a customer that was already going to be a laydown that already knows, likes, and trusts you. That's the last thing you want to do. Mm-hmm. Zach, what's up, bro? What you got?
Hey Jesse. So I actually deleted all of my social media several years back. I was just super into politics and I kind of just found that it was super negative and pulling me down. So it sounds like social media is a very important aspect of all this. I was curious what would be your advice on maybe restarting, or should I even bother like creating a new account or whatnot?
So let me ask you this. Is your account now on Facebook? Is it the friends that's in your area already?
I don't have one active right now. Like I completely deleted all my social media.
If you activated it, would it still show all your friends?
I don't think so. I think it would be from scratch, brand new.
I guess you'd just have to start a new one either way then, if that was the case.
Yeah. You would suggest doing it though, right?
Yeah, for sure. If you're going to get in, like sell cars, abs-a-freaking Absolutely, because it's it's a cheat code. You know, if you
Okay.
use it right. But
Yeah, it sounds like it.
you can't become the tool. You can't
No,
be
no.
scrolling on there. You have to make the content.
Yeah, I get that. Definitely a huge time waster if you're not using it right.
Here's the deal. If you can reactivate your old account and get all your friends that's already in your area, that's good because they're in your area.
Yeah.
And now they see Zach as the guy that's selling cars. So they already like you. So if you could get all your friends back that's already in your area, if you haven't moved off far, which I don't think you have, I don't know.
No, same area.
Yeah, I would try to activate my old account. If not, it's time to start fresh.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yep. Well, hey, I appreciate you guys. Let's go kick some butt. I think I seen my man Michael. I seen you come in here late. Hey, I'm gonna get Greg to post this recording inside the Discord.
Please do.
It's fire, bro.
Please do, bro.
You're gonna shit your pants.
I had someone on the phone. I was trying to hey, I think we should do this tomorrow. He's like, you know what? I'm right down the street. I was like, hey, just stop it.
Come on, that's my boy.
Let's get in here then.
Michael, how long you been training with me?
I've been training with you for I started I've known you for like a year now, but I don't think I started paying for this stuff and training with you till this is probably like my 6th month, I think.
Let's go. Yeah, we had some kids on the call today, bro.
I gotta tell y'all, let's see. Hold on, I got it on here. Because I posted on here the entire thing from last year. Basically not making much. 4 or 5 grand. I made 10 grand like once. I've made 9, 8, 7, and 6 so far. These 4 months. 10, 8, 7, and 6. So I'm almost doubling my income, which was, my goal to double my income this year. This training is awesome, dude.
Yeah, I got a treat for you. I know exactly what your next level is, but I'm gonna send this recording. I'll get Greg to put this recording inside the chat. It's really good information. So go check it out, go listen to it, watch it, and don't forget Greg's call is going to be this Thursday at 6 p.m. same time this Thursday. So hop on there, learn from Greg. He's a savage, and let's just go kick some butt, guys. I appreciate you, and I'll see you guys probably Thursday as well. And for sure next Tuesday.
Let's do it.
Let's go. See you guys.
See you, Jesse.
Have a good one.
Bye.